Alright, so basically we are doing our weekly outlook. Let's look for opportunities. So on V75 I already have my buyers here. I already have like a setup. Um, I already have a setup here. Like I have a PI on my daily time frame, so I'm expecting the market to um, so yeah, I'm expecting the market to come up to this zone so that we can start buying, we can start selling, sorry. Because basically we have POI here, our order block, we have a sweep, we have inducement liquidity, we have liquidity here. So the market is supposed to come take out this liquidity to carry this money being stuck somewhere. Basically, order blocks are like money being stuck somewhere. That's in case you've not heard of order block before. So yeah, so it's supposed to come here, supposed to do this. Um, basically it's supposed to keep making its way up, then sell down. So I'm still looking at, even though I'm actually seeing another setup here. That's why I have this marked out. But this price needs to take out this low before the setup will be valid. It might take 2 or 3 days to take out this low, right? But I'm seeing something else here. I'm actually seeing something else here. And it has like a connecting other block which is here. Use here use here to sell. So so I'm still looking at here, like I said, I'm still looking at buying to this zone. So I'll start selling from here. So for V75, we'll be looking out for buys. But if price should take out this low, what are we going to be expecting? We are going to be expecting price to come back. So if price takes out this low, this other block is valid. So yeah, we'll just wait for it to come back into pure and then we keep selling from there. So but for now we are still looking out for buys. We are still looking out for buys. Let me go down to the low. Let me go down to the low time frame. It's actually another block here, but liquidity is too far. It's not inside the 50%. So we don't have anything tangible on V75. Alright, V75S. So we have been buying this pair from here. Those that are already like in the group, you should already know what's up. So we had like our daily POR, our daily POR here. This is what we had. We had can you guys still hear me? I hope you can still hear me.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright. So on our V75S, we had our daily POR. We had a sweep of this low. We have a sweep of this low. Then we had our liquidity, which what are we now waiting for? You can see this price tried coming into this other block, but it did not, leaving it and making it a liquidity. So what we're expecting the market to do to come back into that zone and buy up from that zone, which that's what the market has been doing. This is the first. If I draw this, you understand what I'm talking about. But we don't have most of us don't have mind to like hold trade for a long time. Like we are not swing traders, we're day traders. We're just trying to like get into the market and then get out the same day, or maybe the next day, or maybe hold it for like 2 days. So that's why we go down to the lower time frame. Go down to the 1 hour time frame. I basically stop at 1 hour time frame. You can see how many days this market took to even get here. Let's count. So the market got here day one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. This is more than 1 month, and it has not even gotten to TP yet. This is more than a month, and it has not even gotten to TP yet. So that's why we just go down to the lower time frame to just enter the market, take small profits, and go out. We don't stay in it. We just enter, take small profit, and then we leave. So as you can see, let's go down to our 1 hour time frame. So for here, we are looking out for buys till market takes out this high. We're looking out for buys till market takes out this high. All right, so let me go down to my 1 hour time frame. As you can see, there's no you won't we don't really I don't really see a reason why people be hitting SL. Like if you know your daily time, if you know your buyers, it will be so sweet. Your trades will just be going well. But the only thing is that since I now trade 1 hour time frame, you might have to hold that trade for like 2 days, 2 to a day. And TP will always be from $30, $40, even most times $50. That's why I told you guys that we don't need to be trading every single time. We can in a week we can trade only 3 times. We can trade only 3 times and then we're off the market as far as we hit our goal. All right, so this was the first setup that we had. This was the very first setup that we had, which is CTP. Although this is supposed to be the TP, the highest point the market got to, the highest point, which is here. As you can see, the market got to that point. We had another setup, which TP hit also. We had this one. I think we took this one. This setup actually played with us last week because I remember I think we took this one. Then when the market came back, no, what happened? Yeah, we actually took this trade. Then the trade break even.
Yeah, the thing came and hit our break even. Then
We break
we
even.
missed the second part.
Then this one we missed the second one. Yeah, we missed the second one. See, we have made this trade was supposed to give us 30 to $35. $30 to $35. That one you've already gone far like on the challenge. So I now have another setup for today, which is this is our setup that we are going to be working with for today. Hopefully, price comes into POI today or maybe tomorrow, or it can be midnight. So it can happen in the midnight. So, but anyways, I'm always up. So I actually want to make money this week. So I'm active. I'm going to tell you guys when to enter if you're going to
I
be
have a
awake.
question.
Yeah, what's the question?
This liquidity right now, where did you use to measure the 50%? Is it the highest point or the high before the
Okay, so
liquidity is set?
let's do it together. So this is the highest we use here. This is the highest point. You can see it is still above the 50%, but it is close to it. That is why it's still valid. If it was something like how should I if let's say okay let me draw from the downside. If it was like this, let me say after it gave if liquidity was here, there's a possibility that the market will break through. It will break this your low and then still go your way. Because this is very far from the 50%. See where the 50% is. This is very far from the 50%. But since that's why I always tell people it's practice. I don't even need to use 50% anymore. I don't need to like draw my feet too. Just looking at the chart, like, looking at it, I know what is going to hold, and I know the one that's not going to hold. It's just like
So
here. Here, it's just like here. We had our POI. There's actually a POI here that might hold though, but since it's on A plus, let me check. Yeah, we have POI here. But then you cannot say that this is inside the 50%. This is far. It might not even be inside the 50 self. Let's try. Because if you're supposed to start here and draw, you can see it's not even inside the 100%. And we are with this, and this is supposed to have come down to this point to here, or maybe even somewhere here at least. They will say, oh, we can give it a try. But that's very fast. So that is why we this one is valid, and then this one is not valid. That's the difference. So here we are expecting to buy from. Don't set limit to they will enter using confirmation, basically. So no one should set limits. We are entering using confirmation. So we have that on this one on V75S. The person that asked question, do you understand?
yeah, yeah, I did.
All right, so let's see what we have on V25. Okay, I already have this first. I already have this bias. I have this already. So sweep of this low. You can see liquidity. So if you check this one, you see that it is inside the 50%. It's inside the 50%. So it is valid. So what we're expecting the market to do, we're expecting the market to come back to this order, but they not get retested to buy up. So for here, we'll be looking out for sales on this zone. But don't go and look for it alone, like on your own. Basically, you need to have been studying, you need to have been practicing to actually know how to trade sell, because this bias is buy. This is bullish. This is a bullish bias. So you're trying to sell to buy. So you actually need to know what you're doing for you to be able to take those good sell trades. If not, you hit SL. So for here, when once it breaks, if market breaks this low, if market breaks this low, market breaks this low. Let's say it does this. Let me show you guys the low. If market breaks below this candle body, if market breaks below it, yeah, I can start sending sell setups for you guys. I can start looking at for sell setups for you guys. But for now, we will just wait. I think that's what the market is trying to do. That's what it's trying to do. So once it breaks here, we will sell down to this point and we'll have to hold. Once we enter that sell, we are not going out. This is what we call safe haven. So if you take a trade from here, this is like the beginning of the setup. We call it safe haven. Let me show you guys what I mean by safe haven. So if we took this trade, so if we started taking this trade from here, from here, this is safe haven. Why do I call it safe haven? There's nothing that it is going to do for it to come back here. This one just enter the trade and just leave it alone. There's nothing that there's nothing that's going to happen unless he wants to come back, unless he wants to break bias, like he wants to change direction. Because basically you're entering from here. This is your entry. So imagine entering from here and you put your SL below. This is what we call safe haven. So um so yeah, if we enter from here, we'll have to hold that trade till it comes here. If we hold this trade from here, let me check it. Let me check in my MT5 how much we are supposed to make. Just with risk management, lowest lot size. Let me check. Give me a second. All right, so we are supposed to make, let's say, um, we're supposed to make $150. $150 from just holding. All right, so but let's wait till the market breaks this low. So then we'll know what next. We'll know our next move. We are not trying to rush. We don't rush. We'll just take our time and then we'll just take our time. Have patience. Let market do what he wants to do and give you what you're looking out for. Not just trading anyhow. All right. So for here, we are looking at for sales on V25, but not yet. After that break, after we have that break. All right. So let's check. What do we have? V20. V25 is why I don't really be sending this V25 is because you guys, your account is small. Your account is actually small. So I think it's only people from like $50 that can be trading V25 is because a small move can give you like $10. So imagine you're on the losing side. You know how much that you'll be losing. That's crazy. It's going to be crazy. So that's why I don't really send these ones, but I actually um actually trade them on my own. All right, so but let's just see what we have like on our buyers. Let's check our buyers. So what do we have here? All right, so we have seen that the market has broken through this low. Market has this candle closed below this low, this other candle. So what are we looking at for? We are looking at to sell these markets, and we have our other block that we think the market is going to go and retest. So keep going down to the downside. All right, so let's go to 1 hour and check. I'm just rushing this. This is not like a class. This is just for us to know our buyers. That's why I'm just rushing. If it was a class, I would thoroughly show you guys other things that will actually help you trade on your own. So what do we have here? There's really nothing here. There's nothing here. Can't see anything. The only thing that we are seeing right now is the setup is supposed to start here. Trade supposed to start here. So this is what we're expecting. We have our SL there. Because we have our liquidity here, we have liquidity here. Yeah, basically. So they said my actually starts like if we will just wait for confirmation, but this is V35, like I said. You cannot trade it with a small account. It will mess you up, it will take you out. If it does not go your way, let's say it's doing like a small move, it might take you out to $10. That's how volatile this pay is. That's why I don't be sending them. It's when you guys have reached like $50, yeah, you can actually risk maybe $10 just for it. But yeah, but if it gives a confirmation, that's it. But it's supposed to come to this POI, to this other block. If that's not what it's supposed to do, then the market is trying to give us our new setup, which is we have a sweep already, we have our other block already. It's trying to use here as liquidity. Then another candle will break down to the downside. That is the sell that we are actually supposed to take in the next few minutes. In the next 1 hour, the sell will hit TP, break this low, then come back for the original setup. Then come back for the original setup. I hope you guys can still hear me. You guys might not understand. Most of you might not understand what I'm talking about, but like if you're on my mentorship program, you know what's up at least. Or if you trade like if you trade SBI basically and sweep break inducement, you understand what I'm talking about. I'm already predicting the future even before it happens. That's what might happen. All right, so let me see, keep this here. I'll still be looking out for confirmation just in case. And I'll send it to the group. Anyone that wants to take it, you can take it. But if this does not go your way, you know that you're going to lose a lot of money. And also remember that we have another block here. This line, this is the other block. This is where it's supposed to retest before even selling down. That's why I have my SL above it. All right, so here we are looking out for sales. What do we have here? V10. I don't think there's anything on V10. Let's just check. Okay, so this is what V10 is trying to do. So it has broken through. It has broken this high on our daily time frame. V10 has broken this high. You can see it broke above this high. So what is it trying to do? You can see we have an order block here that did not get retested. That did not get retested. And I can actually use this as my liquidity. So we are looking out to buy this market to the highest point it got to. Yeah, so this is what we are looking out for. This is what we are looking out for. We are looking at selling. We'll still be selling, 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 selling. Till market gets here and then make a decision. Then we know, oh, we are ready to start buying. So for here, we don't have anything yet, but we have this buy. That's V10. Give me 1 second, guys. 1 second. Guys, give me 1 second. All right. So what was this V10? All right. So V10S. I trade almost all this thing. Maybe wondering was that I trade almost everything. All right. So V10 V10 has already hit TP. Yeah. So I think I posted this setup on on the general channel. I always post my buyers on the general channel. I always post my buyers on the general. If you can go back and check, like scroll up, you will see most of these setups there already, right? So I always post my buyers. As you can see, exactly what happened and TP hits. So this is still very bullish. We're still looking out for. We're still looking to buy these markets. I already even analyzed all this already. So we have our we have our these guys. Hold on, please. Let me answer this. All right. So we have our other block. Unless on or although sorry, we have like so many POIs here. We have so many POIs, but this is the first one. This is the first one that should hold. This is the very first one. Let's okay, this is already on the daily time frame. All right, so we have this. So what are we looking out for? We are looking out for the market to sell down to this zone. Kind to sell down to this zone before we start um before we start looking out for buys to the upside. Basically, we're looking at the market to sell down to this zone and then we'll start looking out for buys. So for V10S, we don't really have anything tangible like that. It should be load all the stuff. I hope you guys can still hear me. Guys, are you there? I hope you can hear me. If you can hear me, please respond. Oh.
Yes, I can. I can hear you.
All right, all right. So let's go back. So this was V10. What should we look at next?
But
V50.
the screen is not showing again.
Screen is not showing.
It's showing now. It's showing now. It's showing now.
Ah, okay. All right. So next is V50. V50. Oh wow. Okay. So V50, we already have. I think it should have given us a confirmation. I already had a trade on this V50. Oh yes, it has given us a confirmation. So we actually saw from this zone, we actually saw our previous setup that we had. And this was last year. This I think this was last year, yeah. Yes, basically you can see this November 19th of November. I can still remember the setup very well. So yeah, we actually sold down to this zone. As you can see, we took a lot of trades. You can see POIs inside this. So what are we still looking out for? We are still looking at sell these markets, which I had this setup here, and the market obeyed, and the market did not waste. What the market do? It just came, tap on the order block, and they started selling, and it has broken below this zone. So now we can start looking for sales, and I think we have missed the trade. Let me just check. Let me check. I think we have missed a trade, and I am correct. We have missed a trade. We have missed a trade, which is this. we missed this trade basically, but it's fine. I mean, we market will always give us an opportunity, so you don't have to panic. The market should start selling from here because if you know candle, if you read your candles, you should know that this is a reversal candle. This is a strong reversal candle, and why is it selling from here? Because there's an order block here. There's an order block here, so it tap into the order block, and then give a reversal candle, and it started to sell from here. But if you're supposed to take this trade right now, no, let's not take it. Let's not take it. Let's just leave it out. Let's wait for this other one that we have. Although this might sell, this is actually going to sell basically because bias is showing it to sell. So this is actually going to sell, but I will look for another entry for you guys. I'll look for another entry for you guys. Although it's actually going to sell from here. So for here we are going to be looking at for sales. All right, let's go to the next one. V51S is also very volatile. That's why I don't send it. Where is it? Where is it? Yes. All right, so we already had like a setup here, which actually held. We had our POI here, we had liquidity, which market came, went straight up to TP. This is our daily time frame. So we are still looking at buying this market. Although I have this POI here, but there's another POI on top of here, which I'll be looking out for. I'll be looking out for it. So, but for now, I'm just selling. I'll look for sales. Let me check. Let me check if I'm seeing the sale opportunity. All right, there's an opportunity. So we'll be selling from here. We have our liquidity. So we have this. Can this hold? No, this is. If this does not hold, I mean, we always use a confirmation before we enter every setup, right? If this does not hold, then we can sell from here. But basically, this should hold. This should hold. This one should hold. All right. So we have this also. Let me open out. Let me be post. Let me be posting this. All right. So all right. What's next? Let's just do two more. All right. So V100. All right. So V100. We already this is a setup we had already. And what happened? Market actually sold down. But now we had our POI for a buy from this zone from here. The market game came very close. And it might actually keep buying, it will not look back. It will not look back anymore. But another thing is that another thing that from experience, right? the market will still have to come down here before it starts buying. So what am I thinking wants to happen? Market wants to come to this other block, even though there's really no liquidity, but I think the market wants to come to this other block and then buy back to this zone and then maybe start making its way up. So for now, we don't have anything here because this is confusion. If it is not clear, you don't trade. Although I can predict what the market is trying to do, but there's no tangible reason for me to look for a buy because it has not really broken from anywhere yet. So I don't have anything. I don't have anything there. V100. V100 1S. I go to daily time. What do we have here? There's no buyers, but this has been selling and it broke below this low. It broke below this zone. Only sell candle. And synthetic index does not really leave gap unretested. All this gap, it might have to come back through to cover it up before moving. So I don't have anything here. I would like to say I don't have anything here. I don't want to force trade. So I'd like to say I don't have nothing here for you guys. There's nothing here. Or what was the reason that the market started selling from here? Although I've seen setup, sure, I'm seeing a possibility. Seeing this, seeing this, seeing this. I'm seeing this. Yeah, but let's just see how it goes. Let's just see how it goes. So the setups I have here, I've sent them to the group. All right, guys. So we're going to have a profitable week this week. Amen. And then also, please, I'll be sending these things that you guys are going to be using, the lot sizes that you guys are always going to be using. Now, when I send a setup, please don't set limits. Please don't set limits. That's one. Also, don't enter the trade on your own. Always wait for a confirmation. I think I posted the rules already. I posted the rules there, so you can actually know. You can actually look at the rules. It's up here. It's being trading rules. So please don't take trades on your own. Even if you don't trade for, even if you don't trade for 2 days, for 3 days, there's always a reason for that. At the end of the day, when we actually get to trade, you actually make money and not lose money. All right. So basically, that's all. I'm going to do other pays on my own and send them to the group just in case. But this is just how I do what I do. Although I'm not really going in depth, so that's because this is just a signal room. But I've already done a lot. If you actually if you can actually look at something and then learn, by now you should already know the way I trade. All right, guys. So this is all for now. We'll continue. We'll continue in the group. We'll continue in the group. All right. Have a good evening, guys.